hey, oh hey, oh hey, and welcome back to Riding with Bcray. I am your host, Bcray. And on Riding with Bcray, we just talk about any and everything on my way to my destination. So I think today, if I get my camera right. So today we're gonna talk about this whole Chase Bank thing that happened over this past weekend. So I know a lot of you don't deal with Chase, but a lot of you do. And then I started catching wind of this on Facebook and Instagram. But people, there was a glitch in the Chase system, right? So when I said there was a glitch, it's like people could go to the ATM, withdraw regardless of how much money they want to, and then Chase would just approve the withdrawal. So you had people, once one person find a glitch, they gotta tell the next person, and they call a spade was mainly black people, right? It was just call a spade a spade. Well, from what I saw, it was mainly just black people going to the Chase, withdrawing this money out. And the ATM was just letting people do it, or just depositing large amounts of money into their account, and then withdrawing it out. And then Chase was allowing them to do it, right? So people just kept right on doing it, and just kept right on doing it until Chase got wind of it. If you think JP Morgan ain't gonna get his money back from you, bruh, think again. It was one guy, he got on Twitter or TikTok, one of them, and he showed his account. His account was negative $42,000. And people, we already know what's gonna happen. Chase is gonna get that money back. They're gonna get all their money back from you. But then I think my discussion of this is, why would you do this? Like, this is a big federal bank, right? This is one of the largest federal banks. And did you not think that they weren't gonna pick up on this quick? Or do you think they're not looking at TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, and they don't see people talking about it? Like, you kind of like, it's one of those things, like, you had a good thing, but you just couldn't keep it to yourself, and you had to let the whole world know. And now that the whole world know, when you let the whole world know, people can't keep their mouth shut. So boom, now they're tracking. So people, just go and pay your money back. Y'all try this for the PPP loans, and most of you is gonna go to jail behind this one. Most of you went to jail behind that one. You're gonna pay that money back, and a lot of you got off with it. But I think with JP Morgan and the federal government, all that money is going back to JP Morgan. So I truly hope those y'all that went out there and took advantage of that glitch didn't spend all that money, because you will be returning most of that money back to JP Morgan. I truly hope that never happens in Navy Fed. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay, on to the last thing we're gonna talk about, and then that's gonna be it. So yesterday, and I get so tired of talking about this, but it has to be talked about. It has to be talked about. So yesterday there was a shooting at another high school in Georgia. And I'm not saying another as in like there was several ones in Georgia. I'm saying another one as in, when will this stop? When will this stop? And the reason why I said this is, like, I don't have any kids at all. I don't have any kids at all that goes to no school. I don't have any nieces and nephews in school at all. But I have a godson and a goddaughter, and I also have a bunch of cousins who goes to school. And it's like, how do we as adults feel safe sending our kids to this school? So this is what happened. School was in session. 14-year-old kid went into the school and started shooting. He killed 2 teachers and 2 kids. And then the school resource officer is what got him in the hallway, told him, 1 or 2 things gonna happen. you're gonna put this gun down, or I'm gonna have to shoot you, right? He put the gun down, and he's in custody. But now there's 4 lives gone behind this dude's stupidity. And the reason why I call it stupidity, because that's what it is. It is just straight stupidity, right? And it's that it is that because if you think that is your way of getting back at somebody, or that's how your mind is set up, then you're wrong. He was just wrong. I think the school did fairly decent from what reports were coming in. The school did decent by getting all the kids. They pushed when the shooting happened. They pushed all the kids to the stadium or the football field, and then parents were kind of like outside the football field until the school got accountability of all the students, and then slowly start releasing these students back to their parents. I think the school is gonna be shut down the rest of the week anyway. But it is sad that parents still we're in America and we still have to go through this. So then my questions are like, where did this dude get this gun from? He's 14. There's no way on earth you can get a gun at 14. No way on earth. So now I'm thinking, did you take your parents' gun? Did he take his parents' gun? And there is still no motive behind it yet. They haven't, well, let me take that back. They haven't released a motive yet. I think they know what the motive is. I think police and investigators know what the motive is. But like everything in the world, they're not gonna release that right now until the investigation is through. But then again, they're like, what will get a child to think this is the easiest way to get somebody back? Is it upbringing? Because then, like, is that how your parents raised you? Or is that what you just seeing on TV? Or is your parents not educating you on what you see on TV and what real life is? At the end of the day, is this even the parents' fault? That's the questions I have. If this kid got this gun from his parents, that mean that gun was not locked up, it was not secure, and that parents should take some responsibility for this as well. If this was a mental issue for this child, it goes back to what I said again. I blame the parents. Because if the child was mental, then that should have been more eyes kept on this child. He's 14 years old. 14. What world are we living in if parents can't identify? I don't even say parents. If adults can't identify if someone has a mental condition or not. Like I said, I don't know everything yet. Like I said, news reports are still coming in, stuff still coming in. Like I found out yesterday, it was before the 2 teachers and the two students that died. So, all right, this is Bcray from the editing desk. So just a couple of updates on the 2 things I talked about in this story. So first, let's do an update on the chase thing. I had misspoke when I said how it worked. So how it worked is that the people will write a check for themselves, and they'll deposit a huge amount of money, like $40,000, and then the bank will just automatically give it to the people by not giving it time to clear. So then by the time they do clear, the people gotta owe their money back, and that's what kind of picks us up at the beginning that I was talking about. And then second thing, 2 updates on that Georgia shooting. So yes, they have arrested the father. We already know they already arrested the son anyway, but they also arrested the father as well. They put him in jail because he did not do enough to make sure his son didn't do anything stupid. And I forgot what the exact charge that is. I have to look into that later. And then the son is getting charged with 4 counts of murder and then some other stuff as well. But the biggest thing, the 4 counts of murder he's been charged with. And of course, they probably threw the death penalty on the table. But it's Georgia. I think Georgia still have the death penalty, and he will be charged as an adult. And then also they talked about another update is that last year the police was sent out to his house for having threats online about shooting up a school. So he was already kind of like on the red flag list, but no one really did anything about it because no one could actually prove it. And then lastly, they said that the mother did call the school 30 minutes prior to let them know there was something going on, but the school or the police hasn't said that's true or not. So that's just a couple of updates I wanted to give to you. I was editing the video, and then I just said I want to give these 2 quick updates. So yeah, that was it. Georgia, this little small city, an hour outside of Atlanta, keep them in your prayers because Lord knows they need it. Pray for our kids as they go to school every day because Lord knows they need as much prayer as possible to get through this school year because this is ridiculous. I get annoyed every time I see it on the news. I get so annoyed that we have to sit through this again and just be like, this is the new norm. This is the new norm for going to school now. So keep me in your prayers. But that's all I got for you today. Hey, I love each and every one of y'all. Stay motivated. Stay encouraging one another. The year is almost out. God knows this year went back quick. But the year is almost out. Encourage one another. Continue to love one another. And I will see y'all on the next one. Peace.